Guys, are you ready to go crazy with me? You want to learn how I made this guy? Then stick around. Hey guys, before I start this tutorial of how I made this guy, I just wanted to take a minute and say thank you so much to Diane. She's one of my subscribers, and she watched my video on the rhinestone skull, and she made her own, and it came out beautiful, and I was so impressed. I asked her if I could share her picture with you guys so you could see what a fantastic job she did. And I'm so thankful that she reached out to me and shared that with me. I love seeing stuff like that, guys. It just made my whole day that she contacted me and thanked me for the video, and that she tried it, and that she shared her picture with me. I was literally in tears that night, because sometimes you do these videos and you wonder if anybody is watching or even trying to do any of your tutorials, and now I know that at least I have people watching them and trying them, and I was over the moon that night, and she really made my night. So Diane, wherever you are, I love you. Thank you so much for watching and trying my tutorials, and I'm going to keep continuing to make more for you guys so that you can try new ideas and have new crafts to do. I do this for you guys because I love doing this, but just please bear with me because I am working 2 jobs, and I know I am not as consistent as other YouTubers are, but I am working 2 jobs, so I'm trying so hard to get in my craft room to craft for you guys and get out as many videos as I can. But just keep in mind, I have chores and all that other stuff to do as well as work. So that's why I don't get in here as often as I would like. But I'm going to keep the videos coming, and I hope you guys keep watching and commenting, and please share any of the pictures that you have of any project that you've made, even if it's not of mine. I would love to see it, and I would love to share your pictures and talk with you. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, and thank you for all the new subscribers. I can't even talk. And thank you so much for all of the old subscribers staying with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you guys so much, and let's get to it, okay? Diane, this guy's for you. I am going to tell you what you're going to need for the next project. And you're going to need a skull from Dollar Tree. Don't mind his crazy eyes I painted on him just to see what it would look like. You're going to need a pack of foam hearts. And if you don't have foam hearts, these are the really big size ones. What size are they? Doesn't say, but it's a pack of 12. If you don't have foam hearts, just a piece of foam. It doesn't matter what color, because we're going to paint it anyway. So a piece of foam. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need some red flowers of your choice. You're going to need some black creepy cloth. I also found only 1 pack of these branches that are red and glittery. You're going to need some raffia. And this is the tan colored or natural colored raffia. But we're going to make it into black raffia. If you can find black raffia, then just get the black. If you can't, you can only find the natural color. That's okay, because we're going to just take some black paint and we're going to lay it on some parchment and smush it all around and make it black. So it doesn't really matter. You're going to need one of these, hold on 1 minute, guys. I think I threw the tag away. One of these little, it's like a candle ring holder, mini wreath, I think it was called, this is from Dollar Tree. It had all purple flowers on it. I took a couple off. You're going to need black paint. You're going to need a couple different shades of gray paint. And if you don't have gray paint, you can always use black and white paint. The eyeballs, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. You could use rhinestones. You could use acrylic gems. You could use anything to that nature if you want to do that. I might just use, I was going to use cardboard maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided that part yet. And you're going to need a hot glue gun. And for now, and paper towels. You're going to definitely need paper towels to wipe the paint off. And definitely get some newspaper or some parchment paper or something to put the raffia on, and squirt some black paint on it and smush it around to turn it into black raffia if you can't find the black raffia. Okay? And that should be it for now, and we'll see what happens along the way if I add anything. So let's get started, and I'm going to start with making my raffia black, and I'm going to show you just how we're going to do that. Okay, so here it is in here. I've already squirted some paint on it, as you can see. And then I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to go like this. And it is messy, so beware. Okay, and you just keep doing this until you get it nice and coated. This is still wound together. It helps when you unwind it before you start doing stuff like that. I'm just going to use my hands. It's not a big deal. I can go to the bathroom and wash my hands. I'm not somebody that really cares about getting their hands dirty. As long as I have soap and water, I'm good. You could put rubber gloves on to do this part. It is a bit messy. Or you could just keep scrunching it in the paper like I was doing. It wasn't fast enough for me, so I decided to do this. Okay, once you have it as black as you want it, you're just going to let it sit on here. It dries really quickly, so don't worry. We're going to set that to the side. I'm going to go wash my hands. Okay, guys, I'm back. And I am going to stop right here. And then I'm going to skip to the video that I already made of the part where I got the skull to look like this. I'm going to show you that right now. And then we're going to get caught up. So in this part, I am going to show you how to take your Dollar Tree skull and your X-Acto knife and cut the skull apart so that we can move the jaw down to make it look like his mouth is hanging open. Kind of like in that one scary movie. What was that? The Ring? I think it was The Ring, when they watched the videotape they weren't supposed to watch, and they found the girls in the room and their mouths were like, oh. That's the effect we're going to go for here. All right, and let me show you how we're going to do that, okay? Okay. So you're going to start in between the teeth with your X-Acto knife. Always make sure you cut away from yourself. Also, I found that if you face the skull towards you and you put the X-Acto knife in facing down and then push down, it's a lot easier to get through that space in between the teeth. All right. We're going to stop right here where this line is, and we're going to cut straight down then. Same thing on the other side. This is a little bit difficult, so take your time. Don't rush this part. Don't worry about, getting through this really fast. It's more important to be careful and go slowly so you don't cut in a spot that you don't want to. Okay. All right. So then we're just going to cut to the edge here. Okay. So then what you're going to want to do is to cut down. Now, you're going to stick your X-Acto knife in and just pull it down. Okay. Same thing on the other side. And this is what I'm talking about. There's like a little line here. Right on the skull. That's where you want to stop your cut. Right here and then go straight down. Okay. There we go. Now remove your sticker on the bottom because that'll make it easier to cut through. You won't have to worry about cutting through the sticker, and you won't have to worry about parts of the sticker getting stuck to your X-Acto knife and all that garbage. Then you're just going to cut straight across, okay? And connect the one part that's open to the other, okay? Because we want the mouth to be opened like this. Actually, if you wanted to, what you really could do is you could leave this back part on and just cut this whole piece off. So let's try to do that. Because we just want to remove the bottom jaw. Now, it might be very difficult to do this. I don't know. We're going to go slowly. And that is definitely why you want to make sure that you're cutting away from yourself. Because when your X-Acto knife slips like that, and make sure your fingers are not in the way. Because that could be very bad if you cut your fingers like with that much pressure. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm just going to cut this little bit here. There we go. All right, there we go. And don't worry about these little parts that are cut. You're not going to notice it. Okay, so this is the effect that we want, okay? We want it to have it look like it's hanging open farther than it really is. All right, so we're just going to pull this down, and then we're just going to glue it. Oops. We're just going to glue this part with a glue gun on the bottom here so it's opened like this. Oops. okay? This guy, he's really popping out. All right, so glue that, and then what I would do is you're going to want to paint as much as you can on the inside with black paint, and then paint this guy all black after you have this glued on. You might want to give it 2 coats. So usually that's what I try to do, is give it at least 2 coats. So make sure it's definitely inside this whole part here, front and back, all black, okay? And the easiest way to get these off is just by running it under some cold water and just giving it a little scrub with your finger. Maybe even put like a little hand soap on it. Okay, so let me do that, and then I will be back, and we'll keep going from there. Okay, guys, so now you know how to make this guy look creepy like this. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to need our paper towels and some gray paint, and we're just going to dab it on and wipe it off, okay? So I will show you exactly how we do that. Don't mind the giant mess on this table. I have to take some of these things off the table eventually. All right, let me just get some parchment paper here. I love using this to keep my table from really getting wrecked. I know it needs to be washed off, but it could be a lot worse if I didn't have that down. All right, so I'm going to take some darker gray paint. This is called dark granite, and I am just going to pour a little bit out here. And then we're going to take a paintbrush. We're going to dip it. And then, actually, you know what? Maybe we'll use a sponge brush. I think that'll look better. Crap. All right. All right, here we go. We're just tapping this on. Don't do a big spot because this stuff dries quick, okay? So just tap some on. I'm just literally tapping it. I'm not rubbing it, not doing anything more than just tapping it. And then you're going to take your paper towel and just come behind what you just did and just bounce the paper towel off the skull like that so it looks like this, okay? Keep doing that till the whole skull's done. I'll meet you back when yours is done. Okay, guys, mine's done. I got him the way I want him. And just let him completely dry. Don't touch him until he's completely dried. I can't stress that enough. We can't add more paint. We can't do anything more to this guy until he's dried, okay? So however long it takes, and that's how long it should take. All right, but in the meantime, we're going to take our little mini wreath here. And we're going to take some of the purple flowers off, which I already did. And we're going to add some red ones in there. We're going to see how full we can get this thing. This is going to be like the crown on top of its head. I think I'm going to add a couple more of my purple flowers back on. And I'm going to add some of these leaves from the roses on. I like these dark colored roses, and I like these leaves because they're not bright green. They're kind of like a darker, duller green. All right, I'm going to add some more of these over here. We want this to be nice and full. Okay. I think I'm going to put this one here, if I can get it on. There's extra little pegs that they have on here. Okay. That looks pretty full, pretty good. So the next thing we're going to do is, now let me add one more bunch of leaves to that one side here. Where was I looking? If I can push this down. There we go. That's better. I just want to use all these up. Okay, one more flower. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the creepy cloth and we're going to glue it around the bottom here, around this base. Okay, so it hangs down. Come here, miss. Okay. So get your creepy cloth out and then decide how long do you want your creepy cloth to hang on your skull. And you're going to glue a part here, and you're going to glue a part here, and you're going to glue a part here. Okay, so I'm going to cut it in the same lengths. So I'm going to make 3 lengths out of this piece here, all the same size. All right, so there we go. So I'll cut it here. There's 1 piece. Then I'll cut it at the top here. There's 2 more pieces. Okay. So now what you want to do, once your pieces are cut, if you had scissors that worked, and like mine, is open it up at one of the ends. Okay, and then put some hot glue around the bottom of this part here, and then glue it down. Okay, I'm going to stop filming for that part because, as you know, I love burning myself. So we're going to pause that. Also, you can take one of your foam hearts and or foam piece, and I use the tip of the heart, and I just made it real sharp and pointy. I folded it with the glitter side in because we don't want the glitter, and just started to roll it. And then I glued it together, and then I snipped it shorter. And then you're going to get this cone-shaped thing. You're going to have to snip it, cut it with the scissors to make it shorter because it's going to be too big. And we're going to take this and we're going to paint this black. Okay, so you can paint that black after you have your creepy cloth glued onto your little mini wreath. And I will be back when I am done with that. Okay, guys, I just want to show you real quick that I glued half of the creepy cloth here, half over here, and then I'm going to take the last and third final piece, and I'm going to decide which do I want to be my front. So I want this to be my front or this to be my front. Whichever side I want to be my front, that's the side that I'm going to leave alone. And then I'm going to take the third piece and I'm going to glue it like this, in half on one side and half on the other side. Okay? Okay, guys, I'm back, and we are going to glue on some strands of the raffia that we made black. Okay? So we're just going to put a little bit of glue here down the side. And then we're just going to take the pieces of raffia and we're going to set it in the glue that we just put there. If they're too long, you can snip them and then reattach them. You can snip them again. Just keep going. Okay. I'm just going to keep adding some on. Be super careful. You do not want to do that like I just did. Put my finger right in the glue. Okay. And you're gonna do the same for the back and the same for this side. And I will be back once I'm done with mine. Okay, so here's mine. I got it done. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your opening here from your little crown that you made, and you're gonna open the head up. You're going to try not to knock your flowers off like I just did, and your leaves. You're going to open this up. And you're going to put a little bit of glue on it. I'm just going to do like 3 little dots, 1 on each side and 1 in the back. And then you're going to figure out where you want this placed, how far down do you want it to sit. And then once you have it where you want it, okay, I'm probably going to glue a tube to her head, so she's on a stick like this. This is just a tube from empty roll of ribbon. I'm going to just glue it like that. Okay. Then I'm going to probably break off parts of this, little tips, and then glue them in the top of this. And then I might glue these eyes. These are just pieces of mesh gem ribbon. It looks like this. And I just cut 2 pieces off the end. And I separated them. And I'm probably going to use these as the eyeballs, if I can get this one to turn around properly. Okay, I'm going to probably use those as the eyeballs. So I'm going to glue those in. I'm just going to put the tiniest little bit of glue in there. And then once you have this glued on, you're probably going to want to cut it down a little bit. You're not going to want it this high. Okay, so glue on your stand. If you don't have one of these, you can always use, hold on, you can always use one of these. It's up to you. It's totally up to you how you want to present your skull, but you're going to have to glue it onto the base if you use one of those also. I just think I'm going to use one of these because it's going to give it a little height and you'll be able to keep the creepy cloth longer. So that is what I'm going to do with that. So glue this on, glue your eyes in, take little pieces of this, glue them in the top and the headpiece. Get this to the size you want. If it's too long, just take an X-Acto knife and cut it shorter, however short you want, and then glue it on. And then you want to paint this black. And then, once all that's done, we'll come back. Guys, I'm back and I'm here to update you of what I have done to this guy. Okay, I have glued in the branches in the headpiece all the way around. I've glued in some of those eyes. I took that little foam triangle piece of heart that we cut and we rolled up into the shape here. We painted it black. We let it dry. Then I just took some white paint on a paintbrush and I just went around and around and around and around the nose. I gave him some teeth. And then I made some lighter gray paint and I just dabbed it on the highlighted parts that I wanted and I wiped it off and just used my fingers because it doesn't bother me. Then I have some pointy beads. Hang on one second. These that I'm going to use for his eyebrows. I have two of them, so I'm going to give him like angry eyebrows. And then I have painted a cardboard tube black and I'm going to glue this guy to it. And it's going to be pretty much done, guys. This one was fast and easy and he came out pretty cool. But I have two more really cool designs that I hope that you stick around for because I think you're going to enjoy them. I know we're getting close here to Halloween. I'm trying, guys, but like I said, hang in there, bear with me. I am working 2 jobs and it is very hard for me to try to get extra time to come in here and craft. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm trying to get out as many videos as I can. I don't have anything really planned for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is kind of one of those holidays that there's not really that many crafts for. People might do some fall things, but I'm still going to keep doing the Halloween skulls and I have a bunch of other signs and stuff that I want to make for Halloween, and I'm just going to keep doing that through November. I don't care. I'm just going to keep doing my designs through there, and Christmas, maybe I'll do some Christmas designs, and I don't know, I was thinking of maybe trying to do a Krampus or something, so we'll see. All right, so stay with me, and I'll show you what he looks like, or she looks like, whatever you want to call him, once I have the eyebrows on, and once I have the head glued on the little cardboard tube, and I will come back and I'll show you guys. All right? All right. Okay, guys, I decided not to use the beads, but I did glue him on his stick or her stick. You could use this if you dress up like a witch doctor. You could totally shove a dowel in here and make it look like a stick, wrap it with some twine, and that would be really cool to add to your costume. Also, if you put use these cardboard tubes and they're not sturdy enough, you can insert a smaller one into a bigger one. And if it still isn't sturdy, what you can do in the hole in the bottom is you can shove some rocks or some glass marbles from Dollar Tree into the bottom and then hot glue over the bottom. And he should stand up a lot better for you. I am just going to stick this guy into a glass jar for now because this is going to be part of a bigger and more fantastic project that I'm working on for you guys. But I got to get a couple more of these made. I think that this guy came out really crazy looking. I'm really happy with the way that he came out. I hope you give it a try. It was really easy. And I think he just looks absolutely cool. I hope you're ready for the next one because the next one is equally as cool. And I hope that you'll join me and we can make it together. Okay, guys, I love you. Thank you to all the new subscribers and, of course, to the old subscribers that have stuck with me. I love each and every one of you, and you're all so very, very important to me, and you're the reason why I make these videos. So thank you, thank you, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.